PODKLESIA!
Tune in
Turn on
and ignite your curiosity.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of PODKLESIA in 2024.
I'm Carolyn,
And I'm Bianca.
and we'll be your host for today's podcast.
Alright, so maybe you're wondering, what is PODKLESIA?
So, PODKLESIA is a podcast made by Smakwan, where we get to talk about things that are trending or upcoming events in Smakwan.
That's actually very cool. And we also have a very cool guest with us today. We are very honored.
Please welcome.
Hello.
Please, you can introduce yourself.
It is too hard to me when you say I'm cool person.
You are, don't worry.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Zamzam. I'm a biology and STEM teacher at Smakwan BPK Penabur.
Yes, Mr. Zamzam is our beloved biology
Oh,
teacher.
thank you.
Yes,
We're
you're very
lucky to-
trending, you know. You're
Okay.
very cool.
We
Everyone's
love you
always
here.
talking about
Okay,
you.
it's too much.
All right, so we're talking about the first episode. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about new beginnings. But before that, we have to take an overview of our last year. So how was your 2023? Maybe you can answer first?
Yeah, we're now in New Year, yeah. 23 for me is a relief year. Because for the first time, I go somewhere to vacation.
Ooh.
I leave my lot of work. But yeah, at the end, me and my friends able to go to Bali, and yeah, so the 20 and 23 for me is a relief year.
Yeah,
Was
you're
it
very
fun?
busy, aren't you?
Yeah, sometimes busy, but the end of the year is very fun.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
For you.
Well, how about you?
Well, for me, 2023 was actually quite unpredictable. There are
Unpredictable.
good things and bad things that happened, which I
Oh.
didn't predict at all. But from that, I learned how to adapt better to those kind of situations.
Mhm.
How about you?
Well, mine was quite hectic. Well, it was also unpredictable, so I guess it's still in, one circle.
Yeah, definitely.
So talking about our New Year's, what are your resolutions?
The youngest, I think, first talk to me. What your resolution? I want to hear from the youngest.
Well, for me, my New Year's resolution is actually quite simple. It's just to be a better person in general, like as
Better
a student,
person.
as a person, as a daughter, or as a friend to my friends.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. What's yours?
Well, mine is I'm trying to take a more positive outlook on life. You know,
Mhm.
on those year beginnings.
Mhm.
You see everywhere in social media this year's prediction.
Mm.
You know how last year everyone predicts there will be like darkness,
Yeah.
and it's not dark.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
year, those kinds of predictions came up.
Yes, and sometimes whether or not you feel it, it affects you a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to stay away from those kind of things. I'm trying to brush off the negative vibes.
And try to not hectic anymore.
Yeah, try not to, Well,
Yeah,
what's
for me,
yours?
my resolution for this is more healthy,
Oh yeah.
of
Yeah.
course, and get a new president.
Definitely.
That is
Yeah.
Indonesia's
Yeah,
Yes.
resolution.
Indonesia's a great president that will
Yes,
fit
we
the
hope
role.
the better one chosen at the
Yeah.
end.
Amen.
Yeah, and as new beginning, Indonesia will have a special and a very big event happening on the
Yeah.
14th of February. Do you know what it is?
It's not Valentine's, I assume.
Well, it's on Valentine's Day, but I don't think that's that.
It's the election.
Yeah, related to
Yeah.
my resolution,
Yeah.
and it's a big deal to all Indonesian to concern for this year. They try to list the hope, list the thing maybe get the wrong from before,
Yeah.
Yes.
and try to knowing the candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I-
talking about the end of a time
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
It's the end of an era for Jokowi as the president after what, 10 years?
Yes.
That's a really long time.
Are you teens concerned to political things, such like that?
Well, I am, but I am not old enough to vote
Yeah,
yet.
me neither. Like, I know those candidates for the election, but I don't get to vote too this year.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
We're
that's
still
good
underage.
thing.
Wait, you're turning 17 this year,
Yeah,
right?
this year is my 17th birthday.
Are you having a sweet 17th party?
I think I am. Yeah.
Oh, really? Are you gonna invite me or not?
Well, let's see.
I think it's really too. It's 17 because you need to be 17 to legal as a
Yeah.
voter.
Yes, that's true.
So you are now it's legal to be voter.
No.
I'm 15.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
it's-
16.
okay.
We
You're
don't
so
have
young.
our cutoff age yet.
Okay, but you try to study more
Yeah.
Yes.
about
kind of.
this event.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
I saw everywhere on social media,
Mhm.
like this quote, saying, the rest of the world is getting flowers on the
Mhm.
14th of February, and we are getting a stamp pinky.
Which will lead to us getting a new president.
Okay.
Well, speaking of that, we are old enough to vote, so
But-
I need to
yeah.
ask you, what it takes to be a good voter.
Yeah. To be good voter, I think. No, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
not just think, but I believe you need to get a lot of information about the
Yes,
candidate.
that's true.
Yeah, because it's your future. Yeah, they will control this country, your education, your economy's life. It will affect by their policy. So you need to get a lot of information about their program, also their character.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most
Yeah,
important
it's related to
factors.
our life. So you need to consider a lot. That's a good voter. Not just follow the issue or follow the social media trend gitu ya.
Yeah, for real.
Oh no, just concern to what you want to your future.
Well, I think about this a lot. I saw this once when I was, watching a YouTube video about this year's election. There's like this term on Indonesia, it's called bucin,
Bucin.
And
Okay.
sometimes people can be so bucin with their choices that they are closing their eyes on what they have done, or maybe about their program's flaws. Well, what do you think about that? I mean, it's quite serious, actually, after giving some thought about it.
It is so interesting how the young people say the
For election.
no in serious term is fanatism,
Yeah,
right?
I think
Yes,
so too.
but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, it's
It says bucin, right?
Bucin.
It's very interesting. Yeah, politics can affect the people because so many so many.
So, what do you think we should consider when choosing a president? Because there's a lot.
Yeah, as a youngers, as a teenagers, I think the first thing that you need to more focus on their program, the candidate program, is education.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know what the program for each candidate for education?
No.
Well, I
Nah.
don't know.
Yeah, most of teenager not concerned on that. They just see the trending topic on Twitter, ya kan? And then they just taking or get the comment in social media. Meanwhile, they need to more focus on the program.
Yeah, I think teenagers are more affected by those hoax and social media, don't you think? Yeah.
In election, there was U.S. election.
Yeah.
A lot of hoax.
Oh my god, that was quite hectic. to say
Yeah,
the
and
least.
Trump elected. Yeah, many analysts try to search try to research and connecting the how hoax and liar in social media can affect the voters.
That's right.
Yeah, preference. So you
Well-
need to be literate, yeah.
Yes.
Get a lot of information about the program, especially.
Well, I saw, I do a lot of research for this. Like, there's this saying of a culture that is evolving in the world right now, especially in America, because the Democratic Party has spoken.
Yeah.
So, we are talking about a woke culture. Do you know what a woke culture is?
I don't know. Do
What
you-
is that?
It's like, it's almost like cancel culture,
Mm.
First
Oh,
Amendment
yeah.
rights. Regarding, I'm sorry, maybe regarding gay marriage, abortion, and other things. And do you think with the wrong leader Indonesia can actually go towards that direction or not?
Yeah, for each society, each country, each people have their concern to the issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for we not go too long to liberation. Yeah.
Yes.
For Indonesian people, they're more concerned about economy, culture, religion. So cancel culture actually maybe very effect, but just a little in young voter. But for in general in Indonesia, I think that not take too much effect for this. Maybe for 10 years term from now, but I don't know for 15 years.
Everything can
later,
change, right?
Everything can
Everything
change.
can
But
change.
for the close moment, I think in Indonesia not too big deal on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still very.
Yeah,
you know,
we're still very democratic. I'm quite thankful for that actually, and I'm thankful for Pancasila as our base of our lives.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's really right.
we'll still be, well, if we do Pancasila well.
So I think we can all agree that social media takes a really big part
Yeah.
in this year's voter, especially.
Yeah, there are lots of campaigns done on social media, whether it's from their SAS team or just people who are their fans.
Yes, and a lot of those people, we cannot deny that there are fanatics out there.
Mhm.
There are hoax out there. So what are your tips, on electing safely? Not getting affected by the social media.
Definitely, social media have a two side.
Yes.
Yeah. Internet bring us a two side of technology, the positive and the negative. If you can get the hoax from the internet, you also can confirm. Yeah. You just need aware that if one side say A, it's not going to be the only
Yes.
information. Yeah.
You
there
have
are
to check
contra-
the
yeah.
other things. Yeah.
You need to
do our research.
recheck, confirm, get the other side view to check the information. I think it's more effective. And youngest teenagers should more aware on that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay. Other else than social media, I actually heard that some teenagers depends their vote on their friends.
Oh yeah.
It's a thing
And-
called
yeah.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Missing out.
Missing out.
And they disguise that FOMO in a thing called YOLO. You only live once. There's so much terms right now.
How about your environment, your friends or
Well-
your family? Is that effect for your preference? Maybe you're not voter
I
now.
think
Yeah.
my parents my mom
Mm-hmm.
just joins with my dad whatever he posts, and I think my friends does too with their family and other friends.
Okay.
Yes, my parents have a big effect on my opinions too.
Mhm.
But for my friends, sometimes I get a little bit annoyed.
Mhm.
Sometimes, not every time. I love my friends, but sometimes I get a little bit annoyed when they are talking about politics, but the information that they are bringing into the table is incorrect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's just annoying, I
Yeah.
tell them to recheck their facts,
Yeah.
but they don't listen. So,
So there's the adding point for be a good voter.
yeah.
Yeah, it is to be independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your own view. Yeah, but maybe you create your view based on what you hear from the other
Yeah.
people. But you need to have your independent view.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, address the social media, you also have to have your independent
Yeah.
view. Do not follow your friend's path.
Listen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, observe them. Observe your surrounding. But
Don't
at the end, you have independent view.
You
Yes,
have to make
respect
your
their
own
opinions.
decisions, not
Of
just
course.
follow others.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
independent is more important.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually really nice because I don't know, maybe today's generation, it's more like I will believe everything I
Mhm.
see on
Yeah.
social media. I
Very
will believe
easy to
everything
believe.
my friends say.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's actually quite a red flag, to be honest.
Yeah, you need to have your own stance, to be honest. You have to speak up for yourself and just focus on what you think is right, other than follow other people's opinions.
That's
Yeah.
actually really
Yeah.
right, Well, how about you? You teach in classes. Do you ever hear something like, I'm gonna vote this, I'm gonna vote that,
feel
or
like
maybe something that
lots
annoys you,
of
or maybe
students,
makes you
yeah.
proud?
Yeah, I think it's important to early make a student know how this dynamic situation.
Yeah.
You should get along. Yeah, you should take a part on this dynamic situation, but you need to know the limit. I try to bring this issue to my student at the class also, but in proportional limit. Yeah. Like Mr. Agus, our civic
beloved civic teacher.
teachers, yeah, they also relate to their subject that
Yeah.
he teach on. But for me as biological teacher and biology teacher and STEM teacher, I try to bring the technology issue, maybe in biological issue or education issue, to make my student aware that at the end they will be the voters and they should know the program for of the candidate, and please choose the candidate that support the science progression.
But we understood me. I think like there are lots of students here that have asked you number 1, number 2, or number 3.
Yeah, number 1. It should be secret.
Yeah, it should be secret.
It should, yeah.
It's in our, best interest.
Yeah, don't let what others say affect what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Indonesia has a voting principle, the
Luberjudil, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Luberjudil.
And I think it's very important to follow that. It's been in our country since 1955, since the
Yeah.
first election.
Yeah.
And it has
One of those
worked
Yeah.
since then.
One of those Luberjudil aspects were secrecy, rahasia.
Rahasia.
Yes.
So we actually need to like keep our votes to ourselves.
Yeah, kilat not means you disallow to discuss
Yes.
or
Yeah,
to talk about your preference. So, but the end, you can choose independently in your as your voter.
Actually, I think I really want to see people following that Luberjudil steps when voting.
Yeah, I think Indonesia will be better
Because every time voting comes up, I mean, this will happen everywhere around the world, not just in Indonesia. But with that, we can actually ensure a more safe voting environment. Not with like protests here and
Yeah, for
there.
real. I think like there are lots of protests right now because of the election that's next month.
Yeah, and there are some quote from the old that leader represent the
country.
people.
Yeah.
So if the last candidate debate
I do.
for Cawapres debate.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
last
I've
one,
heard
the
of
fourth
it.
one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the vote, and it talk about the environmental issue.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and most of the program that they bring, it is misleading, not in line with the fact and the environmental concept that I study in biology. So
Scientifically,
it
this is not
represents
correct.
the people, the
You must be
Indonesian
very
people.
bugged when watching.
Of course, for 3 of them, yeah, all they're misleading in environmental issue. So, and then I try to contemplate how about the people. Yeah, you can get me.
Yeah,
If
I
the
understand.
leader candidate, even they know the truth, the fact, and what really need to concern on the environmental issue.
Yeah.
How about the people?
I mean, that topic has so much potential, but it is kind of wasted on the last one, the last debate. It has so much potential.
Yeah.
And for president candidate,
Yeah, did you see all the debates?
of course.
Which one were your favorite?
Um,
I mean, which issue?
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement. The third, right? The third debate, I think, for president candidate. I don't know for the last debate, the issue. I'm not check what is the issue that will try to hold up, but I think the last will be more emotional. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, so in conclusion, young voters should not follow their friend's path. Be an
Yes.
independent voter.
Be independent.
Do not get washed up by the hoax in social media
Mhm.
because it's very
Yeah,
strong.
it's very strong.
Yeah, it can take you to a wrong way. So I think that's all we can talk about in this month's podcast. We will promise you to bring another podcast,
Yeah.
and it could be even better than this. So stay tuned. Watch PODKLESIA. Thanks for tuning in to PODKLESIA. Signing off with smiles, laugh, and the magic of podcasts. See you on our next adventure. Bye.
Bye.